Three, two, one, and you're live. Hi, everybody. This is a live video chat show where we're going to do arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things. There's needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a live chat show where we like to interact with the chat room as we go, as we go. So let me get my desk in order. I'm just a minute early to get started. I got some new stuff. We found the chicken book. Woohoo! We're going to do more chickens. If we have time, we'll do some chickens tonight. I'll sit it over here. And let's get this. Let's get this up and running and see if we can find me on this iPad. So let's go to me, which is me, and there's Abby.
Which is me, and there's Abby,
See?
which is me.
Yeah. There we go. I don't know why my camera is doing all this goofiness. I have no idea. It's never really done that unless I had some kind of crazy pattern on the desk. So maybe I need to work on that. So we'll see. We'll see if I can't. Maybe it'll be okay tonight.
It's not jumping in and out.
It was a second ago. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to clean my desk off. I got me some Betty White stamps. I love Betty White. She's awesome. She's an awesome. So that'll be on our next Happy Mail envelope. I can use some of those. So I got some things going on, and we're gonna. I got a new bird book, and I love it. I love it. I love the blues and the pinky reds and the yellows in that. And so it's a collage book. So you have to fussy cut them out. Uh, and they come in big and little sizes. But I think he's just precious. He's precious. And the redbirds are the males, and they're real pretty, so that they can get a good woman. And the woman, a lot of the women, motherly birds are more camouflaged, so that nobody uh, can see them in their nest. So this is a cute book. It's all done on antique ephemera, music paper, and different types of paper in the background of it. So that'll work out. So when you cut it out, you don't have to cut the bird. You could just cut out around all of the objects on the behind it, and then add it to another piece of uh, antique paper or whatever you have, and yeah. But anyway, I have plans for these guys. I've got some good plans. Um, I Teresa got a new book of the girls. I saw that. That looks like a good book too. But anyway, a lot of these are pretty much this size, I guess. I don't see any too much smaller, except on here. I need one a little bit smaller. I need them smaller. I could try to copy it, and there's a few in here that are small. I need ATC size is what I'm saying. And I can still put a bird. It didn't have to be the whole thing. It could just be part of the bird on the ACT. So I'll manage. There's some little ones in here. There's 6 on this page, so I'll get those little guys. But Dee Dee Willingham and Janet M. Young are hosting an ATC swap. If anybody wants to join, you need to contact or let Janet know. I guess Janet would be the one that needs to know. But what you do is you make 10 ACTs and you decorate them, and you can decorate them all exactly alike because they're going to go to 10 different people. So out of the 10, Janet gets to keep one of the ACTs, and then she's going to put 9 in a pile, 9 different piles, and she's going to put 9 cards, and in the 9 piles, she's going to make them 9 cards, and everybody's going to get a different card from 9 different people, and she's going to mail those back to me. So I have to give her a self-addressed stamped envelope with stamps on it, plus my 10 cards, and send it to Janet M. Young. And then she will, in turn, send me back 9 different cards from 9 different people. I've done this before with her, and it's always worked out really, really nice. And you get to see new people, and you get to see new art, and you'll meet people that you've never met before. And so that's how that goes. But Dee Dee is going in with her, helping her do the swap, and she's advertising it on her channel. And if you want to watch Wednesday's yesterday's channel, if you want to watch her Dee Dee, then you can hear about the 9 ATC trade. But they have to be flat, and I'm going to try to do some today. I'm going to do some paint pouring. I was watching Juju the other day, and she did some paint pouring online on here. So I'm going to do some too. And I bought these 2 things because that's what she used. This is Apple Barrel, and it's pouring medium, and it's already got the the ingredients in it. Um, yes, Teresa, it's 10. You give 10 and you get 9 back. And the theme is passports. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, you're right. But the when you see paint pouring, they put an oil in it, a silicone oil of some sort, and it causes cells, and it causes these little things. It's a design, and I'm going to show you all about that in a few minutes. But anyway, I was talking about the trade. Yes, right, no copies, but they can be the same pictures on each card because they're going to go to 10 different people. So it doesn't matter if they all have the same bird on it, but not the ATCs are not copied exactly, but you make 10. So so if I want to use the same word on all of them, I can do that. But what I will do is I'll try to do something different on each one. That's fine. I know, Teresa. I get it wrong too, and I forgot about it being a passport. So it has to be. I've got some paper up here too that I might be able to find uh, some passport type pictures or ideas, and it's a scrapbooking paper, and it's really cool paper that I got. It's here it is. Found it. And we might be able to use some little pictures off of it, or maybe use some of this paper to make my ACT. So that's an option. I was trying to clean my desk off just a little bit and put this out of the way. And I still got some playful things on my desk. And let me get these stickers up. And then I wanted to put these pins away, but I don't have room. So let's try that. pretty good there. So, but anyway, it's I've I don't have the time. I don't remember the if it was the end of April or the end of May that we had to have them mailed. But I just found out about it yesterday, so I don't have all of the details, but I'm working on it. So we will try to uh, finish up on the details. Uh, we'll try. We'll find out more next week. So so anyway, this is a travel the world paper pack. I've had it for a long time, and we can look through here and like see these balloons. I might be able to use these on on one of my cards. Here's tickets would be cute to put on your card. The ATC cards that I'm going to make, and this paper here is super thick. So here's some words that we might be like postcards. We could use that. I could use the blue and the red. I could cut this card out and use all of the little parts of it on an ATC card. Do you want to see the world? Travel notes. That would be cute to put on the cards. A travel note, a vehicle, any kind of transportation, a camera. I've got two of these. So if I need any words, and I could copy, if I need to copy this, I could copy this and cut it up and put it on my ATC cards. This one's got, oh, I just got finished using all those stickers. You remember the travel stickers? Man, I'd already put them in that little book, every single one of them. But here's a passport. That would be cute on the cards. And these luggage stickers would be cute. This would be cute. Any kind of part of the map. Well, hi, Carol. Hi, Margaret. I didn't say hi to everybody. Teresa, April, and Candy. Good to see you here. So there's Janet Nash. This would be pretty on ATCs. This would be a pretty ATC cards. And then all I would have to do is glue my little things on top of it for travel. And it has to be completely flat. You can't put anything thick on it. No objects, no buttons. Um, you might be able to get by with a puffy sticker, but that would be the limit. But you could do like a cluster of just flat paper. See here, this would be cute on a ATC card. Earth. Oh, I've got an Earth book that I just bought uh, the a while back, and it is right here. Would that count as passports? Finding some earthy pictures to put on your ATC card. Something like that would be fun. These have globes and earths on this side, and then they got bigger pictures on the opposite side. So if I wanted something off of this, I'd have to give up what was on that side. But I could maybe use some of these on the ATCs for global. But anyway, I'm still gathering things, and I want to do, like I said, passports. So I'm looking for. That's why I got this paper pack. And see this here, this card here has a plane and a camera, and it has a little passport. I can always make draw a passport And I don't know why, but everything's falling down on me. So just looking for things things in this book that I could use for. Here's another postcard page, and there's more balloons. Here's stamps. I think stamps would look cool. That's traveling. Travel the world. Airplanes. Got two of those. So I might be able to use this old pad up. So that's a good idea. So this will be kept, and then this one will be kept. But I was thinking about birds, but I've got to do some artist trading circles, and I've got to have at least three, and here's six, so I'll make six. And I could put the birds on there. And look, that this little bird would look pretty on this particular one, and on the black one, it's got that blue on there. So yeah, this is just tissue paper. The birds would look great on these, and I can pick which bird I want on the color coordinated. So that's good. That's good. So let's see if I can go ahead and pick out a few birds. And I want to stick with the little ones for the ATC coins. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing okay? You've been doing anything? So, anyway, I was going to have Becca on with me tonight, and she was too tired, and I said, okay, that's okay. Be tired. Rest. Rest, rest, rest. And there's some more birds. This time the one that had these little are little ones too. One. I'd like to get different ones. I knew I would like this book when it came. Here's some more here. These are little ones. So, so yeah, we're going to put a bird on it. We are going to put a bird on it. All right, telephone, get over there. I keep moving it around, and it keeps fighting me. Everything on my desk is fighting me tonight. Let's see what we can do to fix that. All right, there's some little ones. There's a little one. These two will be good. That's a perfect size right there. That's a perfect size for an ATC. But like I said, it's not gonna be the whole bird on the card, just its head. We'll work that out. So I'll put this up. So I got enough of those. And I need to go and see where Juju is so she can come in and watch me pour. And I just happen to have some little tiny cups like she did. Now you see, do not know why that's doing that. It's picking up something to make it go nuts. And I don't know what to do. Yeah, we love hearts. So I'm going to use these little cups to do my pouring. And I'm not going to make a too big of a mess. I'm going to do it all right here in front of you guys. The last time I did pourings in my room, I had a card table set up where I did it in the middle of the room, and I didn't do it online. So I want to get a bunch of paper out, and we're going to do it. We're going to pour. So let's see. Somebody had mashed potatoes. Chicken and mashed potatoes. That has to be my favorite. So I'm going to go to Messenger, and I'm going to go over here to this one. And I just sent her a message. She better get in here. So, but like I said, this pouring, I bought this separate. Then you don't really need all of this, but from my understanding about pouring, there's lots of different ways to do it. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Okay, in your art, it's an experiment, and we're experimenting. So really, all you need is your paints, and you do need a pouring medium. I don't know why, but I used glue, and I think that's what this has in it. It probably has glue in it. Um, I don't know that it says what's in it that I can see. It says shake well. Well, I just got it, so it's been shaken. It's been in the truck. It doesn't say what's in it, but I'm assuming it's got that silicone oil or whatever that ingredient is that gives it the cells. Okay, so let's try that. I'm going to try to get my table stable here. I need a stable table so nothing will fall and have a craft lunch while we're doing it. So some of this stuff, and I need this. I'm going to be needing these for the artist trading cards. And I did these the other day. So I could use I got horses. There's more ATC cards. So let's see what we can do now. And try to, of course, everything's dropping on me because I can't hold still. We're trying. I'm trying. Okay. So what I was trying to do is get this to stand back up over here. I've got bookends over here, but they have a tendency to slip and slide. So let's try that. So I don't need these at the moment, but I will be wanting some space. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm okay. Putting some of these away to I'm telling you, everything is just fighting me. So anyway, I went ahead and bought the paints that already have the ingredients in it to do a paint pour. And I don't know why, but this is just not, there's no right or wrong on the opening here. There is no opening. Can't sneak a peek. So, oh, okay. This is okay. This is not what I thought it was. Okay. Okay. Oh, it came with gloves. Okay, this is acrylic pouring oil. So apparently, and it's 2 bottles of it, and this is what gives it the cells. And this is silicone, and I only need one. The other one can be put away for another day, and I won't use all of it by any means. I'm not going to use all of it. So um, and I don't know what this is for, but I got some popsicle sticks. I think these are gloves. These might be the gloves, and this might be something I lay down on the table. Let's see what it says. Add silicone oil to the oil, 2 or 3 drops to your paint. Slowly stir for a few minutes. Spread the mixture on the canvas. Scrape off the paint and use a heat gun, and the cells will pop up. The more mixed colors, the more cells you get. Okay, that's all it says to do. Gives no explanation of the. It's got first aid measures. It doesn't say anything about what's in the package like this. And I'm just gonna see. It might be like a paint cloth is what I'm thinking. But I'm just gonna hang on to this. I don't think I need it right now. Um, I'm not planning on making a messy mess. So let's see. Put that in, and this I think might be a glove. And I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be messy. I'm just gonna be messy. So and we can use the uh, maybe use the sticks or a skewer, but the sticks are fine. And then these are going to be our cups that we put. And then now this one here is also is I think it's got silicone in. Well, we'll try because it doesn't have any directions on it either. It just says pouring medium. So we're just gonna try all this stuff, see how it goes. And I don't know what to do about that camera problem. You know what? This has been on there since it's been brand new. I never taken the plastic off of it. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it was dirty. But anyway, my understanding is that a medium is kind of like a diluted glue, and that way when your paint when it uh, all I know is what they use, and I don't know why they use it or why they do it that way. I just know that that's what happens. So, what I'm going to do, oh gosh, you guys, I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of this medium out in here, about half. And I might not use all 3 of these at once. Okay, it's going to be 3 different pours, 3 different papers. So I'm just going to put the lid on that. I don't know what it smells like. It might smell like glue. A little bit like glue. And I'm still going to put some of this in it. I used to put a baking tray underneath to catch afterwards. There you go. Well, now, when I did this before, I used a pictures, canvases. I used the flat ones. And I let it drip off the edges. But today, I'm not going to let it drip off the edges. I might drip it off onto another piece of paper, but I'm going to try to do this uh, in a little bit different way. Now I can't get that. So I'm trying. I'm trying my best. This is just an X-Acto knife, and I'm just trying to get this plastic thing off. Trying. It's glued on there, that's for sure. Where are my pliers? Let's try this. We're getting it off now with the pliers. Rolling it off. Okay, good enough. And you only need, one or two drops in each of the cups, and really technically probably less, probably one drip, because this is an awful thick uh top. Hope that is a, yep, it's ready to go. So we're playing. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of paper here, so I'm going to add a drop, two drops. That one was more of a pour. I think that'll be fine. So this, you can imagine how long this is going to last me. Let's see. So let's put that over there. Now some color. Now I want to do shades of blue because that's what I like, right? So I have this shade. This is a different. See, I spilled my pouring medium. That's okay. Where's my tissues? And you can see the oil was on top of it. We're going to be okay. I'm not worried about that at all. We're going to be okay. I promise. We'll be okay. But I want it to be up under here so that you all can see is my thing. So I like these three. This one is this one's real dark like this one, so I'm not going to use that one. Actually, I'm going to use this one, and this is probably kind of new. I'll put it back and use my old paints up. And then and white. So I've got some white paint I'm going to use up. So I could also try, I've got this shade, a lighter blue in there. I might try that. So I'm just going to, this is white, but I don't know if this has got paint in it. I don't think it's got paint in it. So I'm going to put some paint on top of that white paint. And now I'm going to add some color. Cooler. Definitely want this one. This one's metallic blue. So put a little bit in each one. Different amounts for each one. And then this one I think is almost empty. I might just let this one drain for a minute down in there. We could use this one. And this one's kind of soupy. I've got water in it, no doubt. So I'll put some of this in there. But now these paints don't have any oil in them, in the paints. It's all in the other stuff. And I should have stirred it up before I put the paint in, because the paint's going to, I can't stir it up with the paint in it because I want the three colors to show. I don't really want them stirred. So I did that wrong, but we'll try it again. We've got more paint and we've got more paper. So here we go. Oh, you caught me on a good day. And Anitra, Anitra, you caught me on a new day, Anitra. Anitra's, I spy, is my new best friend. She's the one that made me my folio that I showed you all the other day, and she made this for me. And I made one and sent her mine too. So thank you, Andrea. I love it, Anitra. If I say your name wrong, just forgive me. I will say it wrong a few times. It'll take me a while to get used to everything. So Cindy's here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try it, and I'm just gonna dump it and see what happens. I've got my other paper here, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I'm gonna let that drain on the next page. I already love it. I should have stirred the oil in it, but that's okay. I think we'll still have good luck. So and you guys, if you don't mind, put um, Anitra's link in. She has a channel, and she does stuff like we like. Out of all of the people that we watch, I'm probably the only one that bounces off the windows and the doors. I'm always doing something different. So as you can see, I'm just letting it scoot around on the paper. And I don't know, Anitra, do you have a particular time that you like to stream? Or I think Cindy does impromptus. That's fine. That way everybody can get to your channel. So anyway, when it's this low, you can take uh, your palette knife and move it around if you want. You can also take a piece of paper and scrape it off in one direction. And I think that might be what I might do to this one. But ooh, get to some of that paint. And I did it wrong. I thought I meant I should have stirred it up. But that's okay. I messed up on a step. But we've got more paint, so we can fix it. It's bound to be awkward on the first try anyway. And I think what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper and lay it on top of this one and pour it off and pull it off. But yeah, I'm just. But you don't really want to scrape it off of the paper because you want the cells to form. But the paint is kind of thick. Okay, we're going to have a mess. I confess, we're going to have a mess. I've got my play clothes on, so we'll be okay. And I've got tissues. I keep getting into the paint on the table. That's all right. We're going to make it. It's an art room. That's what it's for. So now I'm going to get my heat gun and see what it'll do. This is not my favorite piece by any means. It's not my favorite, and but we're just playing. Well, we got a few people that are early birds in here. We've got a variety, and there's a variety of people from all over the world in here. Janet Nash lives in London, right outside of London, England, and we've got people in here from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, and from the South all the way to the North, and we've got Canada. Okay, this one's going to be a fail. It's a fail because I'm pretty sure it's not what it's supposed to be, but the blue is pretty. We're not going to throw it away by any means, but we can play with it. And what I'm going to do here is just goof off with this paint. How about that? This is kind of like the jelly plate, making a mess on the jelly plate. But I think this is probably a little worse. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this little cup away. We've got more cups. And this is just going to be our, oh, Laura, hang on to your hat, girl. Look what I'm doing. But what I want to do is I'm going to have to mix this up. And you can add water to it if it's too thick. So we're doing a little bit of paint pouring here and making a little mess. And I should have stirred this before I put the paint in, but that's okay. It's all one color. And I'm going to use, I can try to use maybe some light blue. This is almost empty too. How about, I'm going to try white. We'll put some more white in it. And I'm just going to stir this a little bit. Not to mix, but just to mix and get it swirly. And I'm not going to pour it all out. I'm just going to pour some of it. And I'm going to start at the top. So I used about half of it. Now that white is in there somewhere. That white is in there. I'm experimenting, okay, guys? So you all hang in there. Then I'm going to take something straight, like a ruler. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As soon as I find the one I want. Thought it was right here. Hang on. There it is. So I want something with a straight edge, and this is something that you can wash. And I'm going to scrape this down, but I'm not going to scrape it. I could also use a piece of paper, cellophane, and do a swipe. I'm going to try the cellophane first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll use the ruler. I've got cellophane with me. And I've seen a lot of videos where they've done these, where they do these swipes. And what you do is, I don't know how big of a piece I need, but I'm just going to do it this way. And I'm going to lay it down onto my paint and drag it across my paper. Okay? And then you can continue to let it drip if it's going to drip. I think I need water put in that. I think it's too watery or not watery enough. It's not going to drain or drip. It might have a slow drip to it, but it's not enough fast enough for me. So now I'm going to put the heat to it, and the cells are popping. I can see the cells popping. That's why you can't scrape it to the paper. You got to leave a layer of paint on there so that the cells can form. We're going to get we'll get a good one before we leave. I got 3 hours, guys. You get it right. Hopefully, we'll get it. We'll get some good results before that time, and then I can play with my ACT cards. But you can see the little divots in there. Uh, you might be able to see a few of the little tiny dimples. I see them. Those would be the cells, but it's not. I don't have the right mixture yet, so we're still working on it. So I still want to put some more oil in this. Yeah, it does look like a waterfall, and I'm gonna put a little bit of water in it. The white disappeared. Okay. I'm staying real neat. I'm not having a I'm not having a bad day or nothing. Now, you can also use, I've seen them use like 3-in-1 oil. I don't know if baby oil or it has to be like a machine oil, something super fine. And this is called silicone oil. I'm adding just a little bit of water because I think it's a little too thick. Okay, so now I'm going to add some more color. And I think this paint is too thick too. I think it's too thick. And I'm going to do it again. And I won't be using all of this. I'm just going to do a streak across the top of the paper. There went all the paint. Right there's the paint. It was a blob. That's okay. We'll do it. We're going to get it. I have to stir the paint, get the paint out in these little things too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the paint across the board, and then I'm going to use the cellophane again trick. Okay, let's do it this way. So I'm going to lay it in the paint, and I'm going to pull. Okay, tissues are your friend. I'm really keeping all my messes to the bare minimum. Doing pretty good. So let me get the heat gun again. I think it's too thick. And it's not to heat it up, it's to allow the air bubbles to rise to the top and burst. That's what the heat gun is for. It's not to cook it. So even though it did dry a little bit, but but I don't see very much cell action. But there is a little bit. You can see a little bit right there. You can see some little dots right in there. And you can see them over here on this side a little bit, right in through here. Some little cells. So we're getting closer. Getting closer. So now I want to take and pour me some paint out, and I want to dilute it a little bit with some water. This one's a little bit wetter, but these other ones I had were thick. It's a different brand of paint. It's just acrylic paint. So I'll put some water in that. And I'll put some water in that. And I can still do white. And the white I'm using is a different brand. It's a Dollar Tree brand. And it's an inexpensive brand that I'm going to use. Put some water in that. And I've got some yellow up here that I could do too. This is the Walmart brand, or the dollar store brand. It's like the ketchup bottle. Oh, shoot. No harm. Everything's good. I'm all right. Leave it to me, and I'll have you a mess before we're done. But what fun is art if you don't have a little mess? So I'm going to water these down, like I said. I think they'll be good watered down. Put them out of the way. So here's my water bottle. Just a little bit. You don't need too much in this one. He's already diluted. This one needs a little bit more. That one needs a little bit more. And that one needs about that much. So I'm just going by looks, on how it looks. Now I've got all my oil in this little puppy. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to stir them up, make them more diluted. And this one's not behaving nicely at all. And it took the blue off of my popsicle stick and made it a little bit of a green. So we won't do that again. We'll leave that one for the dark blue one. I did have some skewers around here. You can use anything to stir it up with. A skewer, anything. A coffee stick. Paintbrush. There we go. That's better. That's better. Has anybody ever watched the people that do this on YouTube? Watch the paint pouring videos? I used to watch them all the time. So I've diluted my paint down a little bit because it was a little bit too thick. Just a little bit too thick. And I might have it too watery. Maybe I have too much water in it. I don't know. And I can pour some of the pouring medium in each one of these too. And as a matter of fact, I think I will because it seems to me that they are a little bit watery. And this is not as watery. So let's see what we can do. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Just playing. But this smells like glue. It's liquidy. It's hard to tell what they've done to it. As long as it works, that's all we care about. Okay. Did Juju ever come in here? I messaged her. She might be at work. Rebecca wasn't, she was too tired. Becca was going to come on with me, but she wanted to rest. Then I got a package in the mail, and it was all this pouring stuff. And I said, "Well, we got a game changer here. We were going to paint, but we're playing with the paint." So what we're going to do now is pour a little bit of this in the blue, like that. Set that over out of the way. And then we're going to pour a little bit of this in the blue. And then we'll pour some of this. And And I got room for a little bit of white. Don't know, did I stir that one up? Don't think I did. And then I'll save this one for next time. So let's just see how we do on this one. This one's going to work. This one is going to work. This is more like it. And I can tilt it. These little medicine cups work great because they've got a lip on them, a no drip lip on the edge of it. Now, this isn't something I'm going to do every week. This will be something I'll do once a year, once or twice a year. It's kind of like the jelly plate. Uh, when you do the jelly plate, you make 20 pieces of paper. Well, you need to use those papers before you do anything else. And I still got the papers to use. Now I'm going to get the heat gun and see if I can make some cells. I still don't see the cells. Yeah, I do a little bit. There's some little ones there. So you can sort of see right over here is it looks like dragon skin. Looks like a dragon skin. Those are cells, and that was where the oil was, which is in the dark blue part. So that's not a fail. It's not my favorite, but it's not a fail. We'll put that over there. Let it dry. We're going to do this until I run out of space to put my papers, which is going to be real soon. Real soon, I tell you. All right, I'm going to try this one again. More paint. Okay. We'll throw that away. I am using cardstock. I don't think plain paper would be a good thing to have. Plain paper just would be too flimsy. Okay, let's get the heat gun to this one and see. Okay, it's not giving me any cells, but it is a paint pour. No cells yet. Okay. All right. So this has got the oil in it that we need to stir up. So let's get another cup. I had a whole sleeve of these that I was going to put in the rummage, and for some reason I pulled them back out of the rummage. Sorry, Dana. And I'm glad I kept them because I think I will end up using these things faster than you think. So there is my pouring medium, and I'm going to put a little bit more oil in it and stir this up. And I don't know, did they put pouring medium in the collars too? Maybe I need to put pouring or the oil in all of them. Does that make sense? We're gonna give it a try. Let's use this one. Okay. We're just putting in a drop or two. That's all we're doing. Now I'm going to put this over here out of the way, and I'm going to pour in some pink and green and yellow. and see, oops, and see how that works. And now we're going to pour it onto here. Probably about half of it. A little bit more than half. So let's do a swipe. Okay, here we go. We're swiping. Okay, we didn't get all of the colors, but that's all right. We tried. So I'm just getting the see if I can get anything. I've got extra cells. There are some cells in there. You can see them real good right in here. Those are the cells. That's what they're calling cells, and that's what the oil does. All right. Let me check everybody over here, make sure they're not dripping on anything else. So I'm going to use the same cup because it's got some dark blue in there. So I'm going to put some more pink. I didn't get enough pink. So let's try this. Good to the last drop, you guys. I don't know what that looks like, but I like it. So I'm going to go to the side and to the side. And then we're going to go back a little bit there to the middle and come down the sides. I got pink and blue, but my green didn't come out very much. I don't have to pour them all in one cup. I can pour them on separately. I don't see any reason why uh, I couldn't do that by just adding a little bit of green. Why not? Paint's paint. It's heavy. The paint's heavy. So I think I'm going to stop right there. I like that. And I can see cells. This is probably my favorite. Now, when you pour this much paint, you have to, you're going to have to let it dry overnight. So I'll show all these again to you on Saturday, um, to see how they dried. And they might still do some more action. I think this one's pretty. This is pastel. And I kind of like all of this green and pink down in here. I like that. And it could be that uh, it doesn't work really good on paper because the paper could absorb the oil, whereas a canvas would not. So maybe I need to like do some gessoing on my paper. That might be a thought. So I'm kind of out of room, but I still got some paint. So I'm gonna try to. This was the first mess, and it didn't. It was a fail, but I love it because it's blue, and I think I need to go back in here and spread the paint around either with a stick or a pilot knife, and just color the paper. Just so that the paper is not a loss. Hi, Monica. Good to see you. Come on in. We're playing with paint right now. Playing with paint. We're not, we're experimenting. So, Jessa will stop the paint from moving. Oh, well, thank you, Monica. I am so glad you're here. This is cardstock. Um, shall I get some uh, canvases out? I think I've got some canvases. Oh, used to do a lot of pouring? Okay. Well, great. We'll get somebody to get your channel and post your channel in the group. We're a mixed media art group, and we all hang out together all day long every day in somebody's channel. We follow each other around. But anyway, this was my first one, and I love the colors. So this will be a great uh, collage paper, and that's just all that's going to be. It's just a hot mess, and we're not going to cry about it. A base coat. Oh, okay. What about okay? Here's what I have. I've got a pouring medium, and I also have the acrylic pouring oil. Does this have oil in it already? Does the medium have oil in it already? That's a good question. I'm looking for something. I thought I had some boards. No, the pouring medium would be added to the paint prior to your pouring. Okay, kind of done that with all of these up here. They have their paint with this in them, and I put 2 drops of oil in them. And this one is mostly this, and it's got some white in it. Oh, it is, Monica. We have lots of visitors. I don't have very many in the room tonight. Usually, I have about 20. Well, I don't know where everybody is. Everybody's working or eating or going out or something. It was a pretty day today. So I'm going to I'm going to put some paint pouring medium on here and paint it on. Then I'm going to pour my other things. Okay, this will be smooth, uh, and it'll be smoother when I put this on it. We're experimenting. Where do you live, Monica? Good to see you. Glad you're here. And what do you like to do on your channel? I do everything mixed media. This is going to make it real slippery. Okay. I'm putting the lid on it because now I'm going to pour instead of pouring them in a cup, I'm going to pour them straight on here. Just goofing off. You real? Oh, California to Illinois. Okay. Nice to have you. We have people all over the world in here. Uh, Janet was here earlier, and she's from London, England. Now I'm not going to let it run off the edge. Well, I could. I've got paper. I can let it run off the edge. This is what makes it so messy. And you can just sort of take the edge and help it to the edge. Now you want to go to the other edge. Now this is more like it. This is more like it. Okay. This is what that plastic was for. Because now that this is all wet on all four sides, it can drip on that plastic. Does that make sense? So I like it. I'm got to get this part really quick, and then this little piece of paper. I got all this leftover paint on. It could be my next sheet that I use. So I'll put it over here to the side. And I'm going to take a little paintbrush and see the cells. And I'm just going to paint this up here. Dip my paint brush in a paintbrush here and just sort of touch that corner off. And the paint will level out because I'm leaving it up raised. It'll level out and you won't be able to tell that I touched it with a paintbrush. Okay. I'm gonna put this up in the water. Get the heat gun out. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, she was here. She just went to bed. She it's nighttime for her at this time. But we've got people in here from Canada and I've got a lady that comes in from Israel. It's nighttime over there too. So I think we can agree that the canvas is what we need. The paper is not working. Hi, Esther. So I'm going to go. I'm going to put my plastic out that we talked about. That I said I would hang on to, and I stuffed it somewhere. What did I do with it? It's right here. And I'm going to put the plastic out on the floor. I think these are two pair of gloves that I got in the paint. We'll just disguise it. I'm not going to worry about the gloves. I've got gloves too. So, yeah, let's do that. And I'll put some of this on the floor. And then I can continue to use up this paint that I have up here at the top. I got to use all that up. This is like a painter's cloth, plastic. Sorry, Abby, you can't come in. Sorry, Abby. I can't have the puppy in here. No room for the puppy. All right. I've got these on the floor so they can kind of dry. The papers. I need a room for this one now because it's liable to drip. That bending over's for the birds. For the birds. So I'm going to lay this over on the floor to let it dry. And we'll do another one. But that's the prettiest one. That was the prettiest one. That bending over just kills me. Oh, you're doing Beckett. Okay. Okay, Monica. I've been doing Rolodex and index cards both since January and not necessarily using a prompt, but just using leftover stuff on my desk. But I should do what Becca's doing. That's what I should do. Whew, I'm just catching my breath. So here's a new one, and I got to take the thing off of it. These are hard canvases boards, and I like them because they're thin, and you can stack them. You know, you can. They don't take as much room, and I don't sell or anything, so you know I'll put it over here on the shelf with my other paint pours, and I have a collection. Is all. Come on, here we go. It doesn't want to tear off. There. All right, here's our next one. And it did work so much better when I put the pouring medium down first. So we'll do that again. We will do that again. So, how long have you been streaming, Monica? What's your history, honey? Curious minds want to know all about you now. And you like to do mixed media? You're doing Rolodex cards right now from Becca's room. We all watch Becca too. She was on earlier today. I almost had her on in here. She comes on with me sometimes. Her and Dana. They we kind of hang out. All right, now we got it. We got us a slippery surface now. You've been doing videos and live streams since 19. Me too. This is my 6th year this month. March was my 6th year. You stream every Sunday for about an hour after Kim. Okay, I got you. I was streaming with Kim when she was doing the Sunday feral cat Sunday brunch game day. I was streaming with her. So you've probably seen me. You've seen me around. Okay, so this one I think needs to be stirred. Got another popsicle stick. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the rest of all this paint up. Maybe two more things. So I'm going to put this white down first. And it's half medium and half paint. This one's got paint with a little bit of medium. I'm going to put that in there. Alrighty. And we got some green. This is a seafoam green. Like that. And some yellow. A little bit of yellow. And I think I have enough to do the yellow, the blue, and the white again. So let's get some tissues. We got some paper. And we will drip it. Ooh, that's pretty. Stay on the paper, Beth. You can do it. You can do it, Beth. Beth can do it. She's going to do it. These collars are just pretty. I just hope I get some sales out of it. Alrighty. Come on down to this corner now. And I think that's paint. Okay. Okay. There it is. I've got to get it sit down so I can put the heat gun to it. Okay. I think we got it. Okay, let me get the heat gun. And see if I can do it. I can do it. I know I can. I can do it. Hi, Diane. Look what I'm doing. Where's Juju? I got some sales on this one, guys, for real. This is what it's supposed to do right there. That's what it's supposed to do. It's taken me all evening. It's taken me an hour and a half to get it right. Looks like dragon skin. That's all I'm getting. I don't see any more. So that's what we're talking about when we say cells. That's what we want. That's the desirable technique. I got enough paint to do another one. I've got two more boards. Okay. I've got place for one more. Okay. Doing that bending over stuff. Well, I've got this right now, and I've got about 4 or 5 drops in each one of these little cups. Should I put more oil or leave it? Based hair products. What hair products? What hair products do you know of that has uh, the silicone oil in it? Esther's going for dinner. Hi, Margaret. Did I say hi to you, honey? Are y'all having a good time doing this? I don't think it's going to be a popular thing, but we've certainly had a messy, fun day. Oh, okay. Um, I'm This is another canvas, and I'm going to put some of this on it. This is pouring medium, and it makes everything slide around a little bit on the board. See if I can get some more of this down. Pantene, really? No frizz. Oh, argan oil. I see. I can't use any of those type of products on my hair, so I don't buy those. Uh, my hair, I can't have anything. I don't use conditioner on my hair. It makes me greasy looking because I have straight hair. Gives me the greasy look. So here we go. Slathering it on. But I'm hoping that some of these papers that I've done, I can use them in my art. And I think that's good right there. Okay. Oh. um, so, do I want to make up some more color? Cooler? Do I need some more cooler in my palette? I'm going to try this one. This is a metallic pink. And it's super thick. So I will want to dilute it down with some of this medium. And I'm going to use a little brush. like that. Oh yeah. It's thick. It's a thicken. It's thickening. Coconut milk hair serum is what I used. Oh. Got a little stick. I'm putting the oil in it. And I'm going to pour the white on first. And the yellow. We got lots of blue. It's about out. There's not much left in there. And we're going to do the pink. And then the blue. Okay. Okay. That's all of the paint we got out, that we have out. So, 2 drops gives you a lot of cells, little baby cells. Okay. Well, I've got, some of them have 2 drops, some of them have 4 drops. So here, I'm going to put this one back under to catch some more. Because I think I'm going to have a lot. Maybe. Keep it turning. Trying to keep the edges clean a little bit so it doesn't continue to drop off on me. I've just got this one last edge over here. Uh-oh, that's the last of the tissues. on my desk. I've got more tissues. I just don't have any at my hands. Okay. Okay, Monica. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you soon. I'll see you later. You'll have to come back and ask me to show you the results after they're dry. I'll have results. Okay. I think that's good. I think we can safely say it's kind of done with the drippy part. Throw my napkins away and get the heat gun out and let's see what cells we can get out of this. Hopefully, this is the last of the paint. Hopefully, we'll get some. I've got a few cells. I'm seeing a few cells, but not very many. But I like the swirls. The I just like the colors. Not very many. Just I see about 3 or 4 is all, and we want more like that. Those little dot dots. But I still like the canvas. I'm gonna sit over here on the floor and let it dry, and I'll get them all back out again Saturday. Okay, that's enough of that. Whew. That was fun. That was downright fun. Still got this and this. What shall I do? I don't know what to do. Let's try that. Oh my heavens, look at that. I love it. I love it. This was another drippy. Heavens to Betsy. Would you look at that? That's like a jelly plate. Angie, how old are you? That's pretty. I'll take that one. And this one. Okay. So I didn't get to use all my paper, but that's fine. I'm going to throw my little skewers away. This was just a messy table. We can flip this over. And now we can work on my ACTs, I guess. I've got the horses are running around here all over the place, and they're on the floor. I found one, and I don't know where that other one came from, unless it was in here. These are my dolls, and I think I had them tucked in. That's how I got them in here, like that. So there's another card. I had 10 horses running around here. I gotta see if I can find them. But I think I want to make some more because I want to put these on them. I have to fussy cut these out. And I had the round ones around here. The round ones are around here somewhere, but I don't know where. There's a horse. There's 3 horses. And I've got to make some more of these. And the square one. And we'll make some of those. Okay. I don't see what I've done with the rest of them. So I did drop some things on the floor. So let me go look down there real quick. That's probably a good place to start. Okay, there's one. There's 2. I don't see any round ones. There's another one. Oh no, that's not one. That's just something from the table though. That don't go down there. That don't go down there. So what I want to do is find all the things that I've lost. That's what I want to do. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. Here's some 2 more horses. That's 5. Okay, I don't know what I did. Don't see it anywhere. Okay. Oh, time to plug this thing in. I had them here earlier this evening. There's something. Just another black circle, but I can make another one if I have to. I'll make some more. That's what I'll do. I'll just make some more. Okay. So, I want to try to find, I've got a pair of scissors over here somewhere that I want to get out. That's what I'm looking for right here. So these are my little black scissors, and I can cut these birds out a little bit. Now, put your brains together and tell me what would be good for a good idea for passports. Passports, and I used every one of them luggage tags I had. So there's one, and I think I'm going to cut his underbelly. Like that. Okay. Here's a couple of circles. Did I find them all? Might have. It's all right. We're going to make a couple extras because we just want to make a couple of extras. Hi, Goldie. Come on in. We've been goofing off in here all night long. Okay. So, I got enough coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I found all my coins, but I got 8 of those, so I can put I can put 8 birds on these. So we're just going to cut a few out. And some of them, I might have to chop off their tail a little bit, but that won't be too bad. It'd still be the bird on the card. And then add a word. Birds of a feather. Shall we make a list of what the birds might be saying? Maybe we should make a list. There's 2 birdies. That's okay, it had the lid on. That's why you put the lid back on everything. Just don't have enough room in my office here. but that's okay. We're managing. We're managing the best that we can. I'm burning up. Okay, there we go. And I have all kinds of old stamps. Let's just make a list. Where did I see a piece of paper is what I need. Okay. Let's put that back over there. And I am looking, looking, looking. Right over here, I had I had something over here. I did. Got something over here. Here we go. This is what we need. Here's a piece of paper. We'll just use that. Um, so let me write that down. Stamps. I've got stamps. Old stamps too. I got some old ones. Vintage stamps, coins, uh, luggage, tags, and stickers, luggage stickers, travel labels. You know, they have your name and address on your identification on your luggage. What else did you say? A little bird told you? Oh, good, Cody. So that's a start. Yeah, we'll see. That would be on the stamps that I'm talking about, the old stamps. And I'm only have and I'll tell you what it's for. It's for a trade that I'm going to be um, in. I'm in an AT a coin trade, and I'm also in an ATC trade. The coin trade is with Cindy Levens, and I need to make 3 coins for my partner, but I'm making 3 more to send to Cindy for hosting. So I've got to make 6 round cards, and I'm going to put birds on them, and then we can say what the birds would say. They sing. You can use the word sing and some music notes. Chirp. How do you spell chirp? CHIRP. Chirp and do some more music notes. Tweet with more music notes. And then I'm doing that's for the circles. And then for the ATCs I'm going to make, I have to make 10. And it's for Janet Young's and Dee Dee Willingham's hosting a ACT trade. And I have to make 10 ACTs, send them to Janet Young, and she's going to keep one for herself, and then she's going to send me back 9 other ACTs from 9 other girls in return. So you send 10, and you're going to get 9 returned. But Dee Dee is co-hosting it with Janet, and they're going to be sending all of our ATCs in a 9-pocket baseball card holder, and and they're going to put it in an envelope and send it back to us, and we have to put some extra postage on it. So I have to send a self-addressed return envelope with my ACTs. So how about that? So now I need some words, also words to go on my traveling, and the theme is passports. So the theme is passports. So I have to have some words that would be like bon voyage and ship ahoy and uh, hasta luego. That would be funny. Do different languages of hello, goodbye, and vacation time. Yes, it'll be 9 different people. So it would be worth it. If you guys want to play too, you can play. It's open to the public. You just have to notify Janet. And I would, I would request that you watch Dee Dee's video from Wednesday. She talks about it. She will talk about it again on Monday on her in her video. She will talk about it. And there was a deadline, and I'm not sure if it was the end of April or May. You've got to get the cards to Janet by such and such time, or you can't, or she won't accept it. It has to be in her hands so that she can divvy them all out and get them all done. Yeah, I'm gonna put words on them too. And um, I'm going to make the I haven't decided what I'm going to use for the ATC cards yet. Boy, this is really wet, and that's probably the oil too on the back of that card. But anyway, I did this the other day, and this is the tissue paper that was left over from Dee Dee's prize that I won. I won a prize, and she sent me an envelope full of tissue paper, odds and ends. And I did a collage, and I did the egg. I collaged the egg with these tissue papers, and we decorated an egg the other day. And so I've already done that, and I did a postcard and mailed it to Cheryl. And you all if you all know Cheryl, please send her a get well card or thanking of your card, if you would, please. She's in our group, and she needs our loving. She needs some loving. So anyway, I'm sorry I'm kind of bouncing around tonight, and I know that there's a lot of people not watching me for some reason, but that might be because somebody else is on. It's a free country. It is a free country. You can watch whoever you want. Never any problems with me. I know Becca was on this morning. I don't think, and Dana went to visit, she went to go see a baby. One of her family members had a baby. But this was what I was going to use for the traveling cards. But now I'm thinking of using one of these cards, one of these papers that I just found. What did I do with it? Is this it? Nope. Is this it? Yep. I've got this paper that is a traveling paper, and I've had it for a long time, so I've used a lot of it. But there's some traveling, even a piece of map would be cute. And I thought travel can be anything. It could be a balloon. It can be a train. It can be an airplane. There's a map here. I can use this for my ACT cards. And I like this, but I think I should use a map. I think I should use a map. But I could use, and then a picture of something, and I could use something like this print to frame the word. I could use this print and frame the word and frame the whatever word I use on the page. It's bright, and it would frame it pretty. And see, this has got some luggage tags, but I'm going to have to go with old stamps because I've got the stamps. I've got a couple of passports. I could print something out, in black and white on the computer. But I think I want this ready orange for the frame of the word. That's my thoughts. So I'll print the word out on a white piece of paper, and I'll frame it in this color, and this will be the ATC card. How about that? So I've got to have a picture. Let's see, where's my cutter? Okay. So let's see if I can get some of this done. It's 2.5 by 3.5. So let's get this at 3.5 here. I don't know how many that'll make, but we'll find out in a minute. 3.5. And then 2.5. So there's 2.5. So that's ATC size right there. That's 4. That's 5. 6. And that's 8. 3.5. That's 9. And that's 10. And I can make me one. I'll make myself one. And that's 11. And I still have a little bit left. That is 2.5. And what I can do is just make these up. There'll be 3. And they'll just be extras. And that means I can pick out the ones I like best to send. The best ones. So I think that makes 14. Oh, that one's too short. Okay. All right, just a couple extras. So this is just scrappy paper here. And I've got a little envelope that I can stick that in for scrappies. All right. And then this one, I can cut it up later for my words. And I'm sure that I would only need an inch. Well, there's Miriam. Hi, Miriam. You knew you woke up for a reason? Dana's here. Went to see the baby. Shoot me a picture, Dana. You should have been here earlier. We made a mess. We've been in a mess tonight. We've been pouring paint. Pouring paint. So I'm going to cut maybe a 2-inch wide. I'll cut a 2-inch and a 3-inch strip. And this will be for my tags or my words. I'm going to have words on my things. And I still have this left over for later, but I'll put it over here in the leftover pile of paper. Now, whose baby is this? Is this Scott's granddaughter? Oh my gosh. Oh, look at her. Look, you're famous. What's her name? Yes, Miriam. 10 ACT cards to Janet Young. And Dee Dee Willingham is co-hosting. Did she say her name? Rayleigh Adele. Rayleigh Adele. And is this Grandpa? Is this Papa? Is this Papa? Oh. Sorry, my why does my camera do that? She's got that little bow on her head. Yes, Sharon Lombard. Hi, Sharon. It's your best friend's grandbaby. Okay. She's pretty. She's very pretty. She's got chubby cheeks. She was a good mama. She got chubby cheeks. Yes, you're going to send 10 ACT cards to Janet Young. They have to be flat. There can't be anything heavy on the front of it, no keys or buttons or anything like that. It has to be flat. And she's going to keep one, Janet is, and then she's going to send back 9 different ACT cards to us for our collection from 9 different people, hopefully. Unless something, you know, if something doesn't turn out, you might get 2 from somebody, but there'll be different pictures. She'll fix it. So, so that's the and I don't know the date. I don't remember if she said by the end of April or by the end of May. I don't remember. So, but I'm going to do the swap, and Dee Dee Willingham is going to help and assist, and she's going to provide the 9-pocket baseball card holder. She's going to provide us with that. And our cards will come back in an ATC card holder, and we have to send a self-addressed stamped envelope for our return of our 9 cards. And I would put 3 stamps on the envelope, because it's got to be an ATC. It's got 9 ATC cards and that plastic thing in one envelope. And I think Dee Dee said 2 stamps, but I'm gonna put an extra stamp on it. Uh, where are they? Protected pages. I don't guess I have one up here. But they're going to send us a 9-card ATC plastic thing sleeve. And so watch Dee Dee. You can watch Wednesday. She talked about it at the beginning and at the end of her video on Wednesday. They're due May the 30th. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon's got all of the information. No, they don't have to be all the same, but they're going to they're going to 10 different people, so it doesn't matter. But the theme is passports. So I'm going with traveling paper. I've got a map paper, and I'm going to go with some stamps, old antique stamps, and I've got some good ones in my possession. Shut the door. And I will use some of these oldie antique ones on my cards. And I'm trying to think of what else I can put on my cards. So this would be cute with these stamps. I don't know if you can see them or not. I've got a bunch of stamps. So and I'm going to make a couple of extra cards for me. But one card will be kept by Janet. Janet's going to keep one of the cards. Here's some big stamps. Look at these stamps. But you see, they got the names. I think it says Britain somewhere. But it's that would be great for the cards. So I got a bunch of old stamps and some of these big ones. I think somebody must have sent me those. Could be. I have some too, but those are really cool. And I thought about something to do with Earth and space, but it's a different type of travel. But these little stamps would look good on my cards. And I want to do the old ones, not the newer. This is like a newer one. I don't want to do the new ones. I want to do the old ones, the old stamps. Look like this before the glossy ones came out. So that's what I want to do. You can do anything from country, flower, birds, food. Oh, absolutely. Map. And I've got a couple of little passports in my on my paper that I think would might be able to steal. I might be able to steal something. So I got all kinds of stamps. And I've got more in the closet. But I think it would be fun to get 9 cards from 9 different people, and and um, and if you string, it would be great for them to get to know you because you're probably going to meet new people. Yes, at the beginning, and she talked about it a little bit at the end, but I think the beginning was the main squeeze. And she will talk about it again to Monday morning and again on Wednesday morning. She will talk about it again because we've got till the end of May. Oh yeah, a fake passport would be cute. Well, a faux. It's a faux passport. I like faux better than fake, but that sounds like something I would say. So we'll put that over there. And see, this is pretty. These are all cool names of other places. So all of these would be good. So I think I've got plenty of stamps out already. These colorful ones are pretty. Anyway, I'm going to put them in here. And then on the back of my cards, I have um, I have a new stamp, and it's an ATC stamp that goes on the back of my card. And I'm going to print this out on some regular paper. It'd be pretty if it was on some kind of tea stained paper with something like a old time antique paper. That would probably look good on the back of my cards instead of just white. Ooh, I'm just coming up with all kinds of ideas. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now it's 8:30. Okay, so I'm getting things organized. I want to cut this up some more. And I had a piece of paper here. So these are going to be for my cards because they go with the paper. They match the paper. And I'm going to put my words on it. And the words I'm going to use is what we were making a list out of a few minutes ago. And I was cutting out birds for another project. I've been bouncing, just bouncing around, which is new, nothing new. Nothing new about that. So that's going with the ATCs if I don't lose them. And then I got that. So we said, what would be some good words to put on my ACT cards? What would be some good words? Um, and I said, what, ship ahoy? Uh, traveling. Traveling words. Journey, excursion, trip, track. I like the word journey. And I could put it on 2 or 3 of them. I don't have to have just uh, one. Adventure. And I can type these up. Destination. Passage. Sightseeing. SIGH. Wanderlust. I didn't know what that meant. Is that like wandering around happily? Backpacking. I can't pronounce that one. Nomad. Ooh. Of course, passport. Pilgrimage. I love pilgrimage. I got to be able to. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do 2 of them. Pick two of the same ones to do it twice. Explore. Goldie, you're wonderful. Absolutely explore. You're imagining passport pictures of all characters, surprised by flash suitcase. That would be good for pictures. I got luggage. Good. That's good. Oh, that would be funny. A funny theme. Why don't you do that, Miriam? Make up make up your cards. You could do that because you can draw. That would be awesome. And their passports to go to the fridge, the stove, the toaster. I'll help you. I'm going to help you. The passports to the fridge, the stove, the sink, the toaster, uh, the pantry, uh, the cookie jar. Oh, that'd be wonderful, Miriam. That would be awesome. Time and place. That's good, Angie. Oh, under somebody's chair, under the kids, under the let's see, under little Billy's chair, under little Billy's chair. Hi, Mindy. So anyway, that would be cute. That would be cute. Now I've already got mine started. I'm using a map. I've got some stock paper that doesn't look like the right size. Um, I had some paper. I think this one's a little bit little. That might have been an extra piece. That was just an extra piece because that's just 3 inches. But anyway, I'm going to do mine on maps, on a map paper. I'm going to ink the edges, and I could make it real fancy and ink them in gold or black or a different color. I can pick a color out of one of these. This is my accent paper. I'm going to put my words, print them out on cardstock or paper, and cut them out and put them on this to frame them in. And these will be cut up to be put my words for my word. And then I'm going to use stamps. So far, I've just collected stamps to put on my cards. And we were coming up with what else we could think of. Are you writing this down, Miriam? You need to write that down. All of the places in the refrigerator or in the kitchen. Oh, the garbage can. Yep. It doesn't have to be like if you did this on a piece of paper and then you cut it, you'd used all of these and then cut it into four. So each corner would have some of the stuff. Okay. So I can, uh, we've got words for us, for my traveling words. And then I've got to look for some more pictures of things. And I do have some stickers that have vintage things in. See if I can find some, like that one is a vintage one, just to see if there's any stickers that would work for me. And I could probably look and get all kinds of stuff in here. Find some uh, traveling paraphernalia. All right, what's in that? Looking for traveling things. If I were to guess, it would not surprise me that somebody made an HTC card and you open it up like a passport. It would not surprise me. There is so many talented uh, uh, people in this particular group that hang out with Dana, or that hang out with Dee Dee and Janet. There's a lot of talented artists hang out in their circles and stuff like that. That's wedding. Okay, I'm just looking for anything that might be a clipboard that would be suitable, that might fit in, and that's all that I have. This is a planner. Important, remember, work out, to-do list, remember. Top priority. These are just notes in your calendar. So there's nothing in there that I want to use. And then this is a little sticker book. Let's see what's in it. I think everything is pink in this book. Pink and red. There's an exit, a stop sign, old cars, old antique phone. There's not much left in that one, 2 pages. Then this one is Carte du Vim. Let's see what this is. It's got some January. It's got the months. And I don't know if that's traveling, but summertime might have traveling. But it wouldn't be very many. That I would call for a traveling thing. Not very many, if there is. There's a bus, glasses. So then this one is retro. And it's just going to be coupons and posters, and there's nothing left in it. Okay, good. Okay, I'm not going to look any further in the sticker book. So I'll have to hunt around into some magazines. I do have some travel magazines. I might be able to find something in some of those to use. Let's see here. There's the Smithsonian. There's a couple of travel things. Golden House. There's a travel. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Travel and cultures. See if there's anything that I might be able to think about dining. Along for the ride. That might be a cute. Is it very big? It's awful big. Too big for my cards. International travel. Nothing's popping out. From C to, I could do from C to ... But I like the words that we've already got. I like those words. So really, I'm looking for pictures that would be, there's a traveling picture, but it's nothing that I want to put on a ATC card. So, Golden Owl. This is all beachy stuff. But, there's a lighthouse. And here's a club resort. Those two pictures would look cute with my stamps. So maybe I'll just go ahead and tear that out and start collecting. We better start collecting if I'm going to find something. And that's cute. That would be cute on a traveling card. There's an airplane, part of an airplane. I can get both of those. Both of those would come off. There's a steeple that's someplace. I know I can probably find a castle in the other traveling magazines too. Here's a couple that would be cute on an ATC. That would be cute, just even if you just did a little piece of it. A pool. Yeah, I think we're getting warmer to some. Okay, Esther. I'm looking for pictures for our traveling ATCs that I'm getting ready to do. And I don't think I want to do Holiday Inn Express, but I could. I could. Hotels and condos. I'll look for other artifacts. This is all beachy stuff in here. This will all be the beach. This is a beachy magazine. Okay. So, yeah. Looking for anything to pop out at me for a traveling. I want one of those other traveling books is what I want. Food section. Looks good. There's a plane. That would be kind of cute. That'd be ATC. That would be fun. with the bagpipes. There's another place. It's a chapel, but it's a cute building. I don't like the tree right there, but plantation. I just need a few more pictures, and I think I'll have it. See, that would be fun. Just the girls on the beach. I might as well pull them out. So good night, Miriam. I'm almost done too. I've been busy tonight. Got this many pictures so far. And I could put these back over here out of the way. Oh, I found a vintage book. There might be some traveling things in here. There's tags and there's all kinds of tags. I might find something. This is a cut up book. Oh, here's some words. Okay. Wild at heart, take the risk, make yourself proud, be the exception, dare to begin, trust your instincts. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad words. Begin an adventure. Keep going. These words are pretty cool. Oh, I was going to show you. Joe bought me some things from the Dollar Tree. Words are but pictures of our thoughts. You don't write because you want to say something. You write because you have something to say. Start writing. There's a compass. See, that would be good. To change the world, you need a plan. That's not too bad. You know, that might be good. I've got lots of things in here I think I could use. And all kinds of little tags. I have to fussy cut them out, but that's okay. Here's a blue page. Woohoo! There's an Australia stamp. There's some penguins. The South Pole. That would be, I could use that. Here's another Republic of France. And these little prints, these little stamps are cute. So a lot of these would look great. The whales and good. I'll just leave this book out. We'll use a lot of these. We can use a lot of these. Tickets. The Beatles. It's upside down, but it's in there. Okay. I think between this and a couple more travel magazines, I'll have enough pictures for them. Tranquility. Wilderness. That's a good one. Okay, there's a whole page of butterflies. The bicycle would be cute for traveling. Yeah, I think this book would be good along with these cutouts and the stamps. So, and see, I could put a cruise ship on there. There's some buildings, definitely a castle or cathedral. Notre Dame, that's a good one. That's in Paris. Like the Eiffel Tower and, some of those places. The Great Wall of China. This is cute. Amsterdam, Canal Cruise. Just pick a few pages. There's some boats. That would be good. I like this. Europe. That's cute. That's be pretty on a card. That would be pretty on a card. That's in Germany. It's already out. There you go. Oh, I love this. I've always thought that would be cool to go see. We'll put that in there. And you could even do like I saw the animals here, like Africa. If you want to just choose Africa as your go-to place, and on each of your cards put an animal from Africa, and find the animals. See, I think the India is good too. I love that one. That'd be a good one. And I just need about 15 pictures is all I need. And the Nile. See, I could just put that on the card. The keyhole would be cute on the card. I think I'll have all my pictures now after this magazine. This is the last one. And I love the I think this is South America. Costa Rica. Yeah, buddy. Here's another lighthouse. That's in Canada. And I could put words, like little words, like the words of places, countries. So, for example, the Americas. Europe. Is that Niagara? Nope, that's not Niagara. That's another place. The Aurora Lights. Stonehenge. What's this? Orkney Islands. Holland. See, she would be cute, just a Holland picture. And then I could take a little word of Holland, like in the small print, and put beside her, along with my traveling word at the top and a stamp. And then that would be my traveling card for her. So that would be cute. Mm-hmm. There's Stonehenge. Oh, the Tower Bridge in London. I'm surprised Big Ben isn't on the background, because the Big Ben is right in this, on the other side of the bridge. London. And see, that's got the word on there, right there, and I can include that on the ATC card. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll put a little word down there where it's at. And here's the Eiffel Tower. I can put that over maybe on. See, it's small enough to put on there with the the church that burned. I think they were in the same place. There's, that would be a pretty page. Switzerland. Okay, I'm going to quit with that for tonight. And we'll keep this book for future things. And I'll work on the rest of this tomorrow or the next day. But I will be back Saturday and we can continue. I don't know what this magazine is. I think this is a garden magazine type thing. So that goes over here. So with all of that being said, let me show you a couple of our things that we did earlier tonight. I love that. That's pretty. This is on cardstock. We did a paint pour, and this was leftover paint that dripped off. And then I put another paper on top of it and took a mirror image. And it was this one. This was the mirror image to this. And it's going to take a day or two to dry because it's real heavy paint. And then here's another one. I like that. This was leftover drips. I think they're going to be my favorite, the leftover drips. And I think this was the mirror image to this one. And this is going to take longer to dry because it's got the heaviness on it. And this is just a lightly pull. So that one's almost dry. So those turned out really cute. This was another leftover. I like the leftovers. And this one got some cells. There's some cells around here. And this was the cup. I turned it upside down and did that. Let me go get over here and get the big ones that I poured on canvas. And I think those are the ones that were the best. I got 3 of those. And they're not dry yet. But this one, I laid it on some plastic on the floor, and the fan blew the plastic over the edge. But that's okay. This one turned out really good. This one turned out really, really good. So I like this one. You can see the cells in it. But again, it's got to dry over the week. It needs a couple days to dry. And then this is another one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites too. I'll leave you all with this one. So I didn't have any sales, but very many sales, but I do like the design of it. So that's what we did tonight. So guys, thank you all for coming. And Linda, Vanessa, hello. And I will see you all again Saturday night. And I'll see you all in the chat room, because that's where I'll be. It was an experiment, Goldie. It wasn't. We there was a lot of fails. A lot of fail pictures, but I've got some good collage papers. I'll tell you that the drippy drops and these 2 canvases were my favorite. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for coming. I'll see you later.